Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host and Imperial Dane, the one the master of Propaganda. We're off hitting a riveting and exciting 2 vs 2 Nexus. In the west, it is NosMarkov fighting for the Soviet Union, socialism, Communist Stalin. Taking on the role here of the 5th Mechanized Corps. In the east, it is Itaperuna fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland. Holding out here with the 24th Panzer Division. We got Grand Offensive, Fortifications and Overwatch versus Guard Motor here for NosMarkov with infantry, penal troops, Brazilian anti-tank grenade as well, versus infantry, medical supply and Stukas first bulletins, indicating Itaperuna may be going for a mechanized regiment build. Double engineers here for NosMarkov. No early buildings. In fact, he's just focusing on grabbing more territory here in the early game versus opponent. Interesting shift there. Can of course I have to get more territory if you encounter the Sturm Pioneers at a rather aggressive pace. Obviously going into some issues since the engineers perform not particularly well versus Sturm Pioneers. There's a bit, shall we say, of a difference in quality there between the two units. Eastern point being aggressively approached here by the Kubelwagen conscripts on engineers got the northern field point. Conscripts up to the east, so that's clearly where it's going to focus the main effort there. The engineers in the south centre here pretty much just for like probably a bit of reconnaissance and just grabbing territory. More conscripts around there for NosMarkov. Kubelwagen moving ahead here. Grabbing the point there, grabbing the far northern point, very good. More filters there for Itaperuna. And we got Guard Motor there for NosMarkov, of course. Meaning, of course, T-3045 available, heavy mortars, gas rifle infantry, vehicle repair training, as it's all called, and marked vehicle. A nice sort of collection of abilities, and its son has been, shall I say, one of the mainstay and evergreen doctrines of the search. Engineers pushing back the Kubelwagen here, conscripting head here for NosMarkov, engineers moving eastwards there. Bit of a push here, Kubelwagen falling back, full to grabbing the eastern nations point there. More control way there for NosMarkov so far. Going to try and flank the Kubelwagen. Or at least flank the German position. Note where the Sturm Pioneers actually nowhere near the fighting. This is great for NosMarkov since again in any one-on-one engagement the Sturm Pioneers typically tend to win. So by avoiding that you can sort of focus more on the full grenades versus the conscripts have a much better chance. Of course now the Sturm Pioneers rushing in. Things are going to get a bit more ugly here for NosMarkov. He's going to have to treat their conscript for example fast. There's always a chance of the Sturm Pioneers if they can get close enough. Could theoretically have a chance of wiping it out, but there you go. NosMarkov falling back, forced to abandon the front line here for the time being as Itaperuna and the 24th Panzer Division strikes for the fast land. Also, big thanks to VR Iron Fist for donating and supporting the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep doing what I do on a daily basis. A big thanks to you, VR Iron Fist. You're part of my company of heroes. Using Norfolks there, conscripts are sitting up, the Kubelwagen backing up. Back here, we got more folks on the way there for Itaperuna, seizing the point here. No doctrine yet choice in here for Itaperuna, but certainly starting to look like could be fortifications or Overwatch. But again, I mean, even grand defense can still happen, even like not you go for punches right away. There's still the Tiger tank, there's still the infrared assault rifle package, smoke bombs, and the Panzer Commander. But I mean, it could also be fortifications or Overwatch here, to be honest. Units being pushed back by Itaperuna's advancing troops back towards here by the Kubelwagen. Constant quickly popping back into the house, establishing a defensive position to hold back at least briefly Itaperuna's violent Teutonic overtures. And the south wing moving in, a quick mining here by on the fuel point there. Nicely worked there by NosMarkov. Up north, continuing fighting here with the fuel point. Folks going to flank in, probably popping incendiary, flash them out. Truck moving about here for Itaperuna. Clear, had the rally points over there, looks like he just caught it in time before it got too far ahead. No tech yet here for NosMarkov. And it is in fact not mechanized, but I figured out with some of the way they were sort of setting up abilities here, or bulletins, for medical supplies and Stukas forces. Then again, this could actually been a concerted effort by Itaperuna to deceive his opponent into thinking he would go for that. It's not possible, all the way. Battle Group goes up for Itaperuna. Conscious they're holding down the forces, pushing them back. Still, Itaperuna is getting good map control here versus NosMarkov. The mines was up there, so maybe when they spotted him laying down mines, so assumed he mined. All the way, mine cleared out. Bit unfortunate there for NosMarkov, obviously. Engineers for the flamethrowers there. Still not enough take up. No support company, for example, no Maxim, which could be helpful. This will all be Itaperuna's infantry. Comfortable hardcore here, almost done here for Itaperuna and Deutschland. Sandbags up here, sandbags there, very good. Bit later sandbagging there. Usually most surplus will be a bit much faster with getting down sandbags all over the place. As long as you get them down, that's what matters. So good work there by NosMarkov. And yeah, now it's Itaperuna's time to return the favour here by mining up his fuel point. Constant units moving in, catching the Falklands there. Need to be careful keeping the full engineers out in the open versus the full guns. They can quickly focus down the unit, and that's exactly what Itaperuna is doing. Of course, you can merge the conscript with engineers to just keep them at full strength so as the fighting continues, and probably what you should be doing. We'll have to see if NosMarkov actually does that. Not all players are aware of this, and they're going full to push back. Further fighting here in the east. Further scorching of fascists. More folks moving up here for Itaperuna. Folks they're being pushed back. Around the northern fuel here, back here troops enforcing. Kuban setting out, folks going to go straight for the folks here, backed up by more conscripts. Need to retreat them, or again need to merge with them, and yeah, there we go, nice merge by NosMarkov. Plus calling in gas, that's going to be great versus the infantry, of course the light vehicles. And even versus the tanks to some degree, they're still kind of useful. Engineers joining the fighting here. Steel Empire's not being focused down, which is usually where they tend to struggle a lot more. Engineers now also falling back alongside the Contra Squad. They are taking too much damage. Plus, we've got an MU for Itaperuna. No flak half attacks, meaning a fast, schwer panzered quarters from him. Very much more common than meta from the Oberkommers as of late, so no surprise there. Guardsmen sending out. Not enough finishes with the DP light machine guns right away. Kuban dealing with engineers there. Slowly pushing them back. Troops are healing and forcing. Kubelwagen flying away, contra the back to the flank with the Sturmpioniere. Darting him down to the Kubelwagen and there we go. Take it out. Small loss there for Itaperuna. The German army, the South engineers to hit the mine. Courtesy of Itaperuna and the German army. Back here, troops enforcing assault on the for Itaperuna. Still no sign of a doctrine though. Still no bigger plan there being revealed, unveiled. Finally got the spawn coming out there for NosMarkov. Might lose the engineers there. Grenade off. Nope, both engineer squads have been equipped with flamethrowers. He's clearly not too worried about mines from Itaperuna. Quick hand grenade. Spawn company, they're ready. No 10% command as of yet. They can build it once the engineers get back. Fresh assault here into the... I don't know what you'd call this area. The brickworks, maybe? I don't know. The industrial line? I don't know. Anyways. Engineers come down to heavy fire here from the forces there. They got castle flank up behind them. Good work here. Could throw a grenade, I think, right about here to maybe hope they'd sort of retreat into it. Then again, you may all just unset them in so have ready the DP light machine as the territory comes under control, get them into territory controls. Still sound take it there for NosMarkov. Definitely should get the tank coming up soon. Maybe go straight for the mechanized armor company. Itaperuna taking up, very good. Guardsmen being besieged. Assault rifles, machine guns, and of course incendiary grenades are forming a potent mix which the Guardsmen cannot hope to hold in the face off. That's going to be a retreat, I think, there from NosMarkov. The southern field point there remains to control the German army of the 24th Panzer Division Tracker. There, that's going to be the schwer panzered quarters. Schwerer Panzerhauptquartier. There we go, tank command up for NosMarkov. We'll see if he goes for the fast T-70 here, or if he's going to feel compelled to maybe just try and go for the mechanized armor company, instead trying to get a relatively fast T-30-35. More sandbags up here from NosMarkov, very good. Fucking up, catching the transport there. Other troops making a fresh push here for the German army, and alright. Setting up the schwerer panzered quarters there, next to the fuel and victory point here. Slightly more aggressive setup. But not too aggressive either. Still need to be mindful he could be risk his opponent quickly suddenly rushing everything with it and destroying it, which of course would leave Itaperuna in a bit of a tight and awkward spot vis-a-vis resource, attack. Okay, now for Itaperuna, obviously expecting some sort of fast vehicle from NosMarkov, because again, NosMarkov may have other plans. We'll have to see what plans he has. But if it doesn't go for T-70 soon, then I would argue it's definite confirmation he's planning a mechanized armor company soon, and then trying to probably set up for the T-35 push into the south here again by NosMarkov. 300 quarters up. He may still have a chance of dealing with it if he can get past the machine gun. He could theoretically get close enough to pop a demolition charge. Maybe that would destroy it, but there you go. We got the upgrade on the way. At that point, the time window to ease to deal with it, of course, closes. Shut. There you go. Try and flank from the north, but we are moments away from this going off, and yeah, that's going to get painful there for NosMarkov's troops. We got a Hay-Mortar in there. That's probably going to be his method to deal with it. And that's certainly going to be a much safer, and of course, slightly punished here Itaperuna for pushing against his spare punch course up too far. NosMarkov's assault here has failed. Meanwhile, he's also lost the north here to Itaperuna. Very good. by Itaperuna, punishing NosMarkov there for extending. Units are getting hammered by the schwer panzered quarters. The skirmish around the centre be focusing on the conscripts and guardsmen. Furious fighting ensues here between the German and the Soviet infantrymen, with the Soviets having a clear advantage in sheer numbers, but also just long-range weapons. More folks ramming here, could try and close them into a grenade, but they're taking a lot of damage in the process. And now, of course, we've got the Haymotor joining in as well, signaling to Itaperuna. There's a bit of a new face of the fighting here, and he's already going bombarding here, I imagine. We got Orbis on the way there for Itaperuna, not a bad pick. There's still no sign of a doctor near for Itaperuna. Still no sign of doctrine in here. And you're setting up the constant support. Folks, there's a conscripts. Almost almost down there for Itaperuna. Back here, troops in reinforcing. Okay, enough firing away. And there you go. Good old Orbis done. A bit short munitions, of course. You could go for ground offensive, and again, you could be planning for, in which case you can equip with assault rifles much faster. And Orbis with the assault rifles overall quite good infantry, so you know. That would be, I think, you know, good pick there, but we're going to have to see if he actually goes there. Up north here, and you need to bring in to seize the northern half there back from Itaperuna, seizing back the brickworks here. Fusion parties moving in. The kid there for there on watch, almost on moving ahead. Can't go for the light machine gun now, guess there's no infinite assault rifles for them. I still think they'd be a pretty good upgrade. Maxim for NosMarkov, still no sign of tech up further. Yep, there we go, LMG-34. Gonna push for that Haymotor to try and take it out, I imagine. Itaperuna is not far off from a Panther 4. Again, if he's trying to plan for a Tiger tank, they definitely need to stop that mortar now. In the center, got a scrum between Conscripts and Volksgrenadiers. Intense fighting breaking out. The Volksgrenadier tank from the south as well. Pushing straight ahead here, a light machine gun almost done, not assault rifles. And there you go, hosting down the heavy mortar crew as they desperately trying to get out of the range of the German infantry. Fun fact, the heavy mortar there was also straight up copied by the Axis forces, and they would produce basically their own of it. So I mean, they straight up just copied it, the design from top to bottom. And the Germans would easily incorporate them into, like, you know, all their, you know, different weapon teams and such. So a little fun fact there, little fun fact. Maximum on the Volksgrenadiers, hard squad moving in there. Haymotor firing down, he always on dodging it, nice work there. NosMarkov also being pushed back here by the fervent counterattacks of Itaperuna of the 24th Panzer Division. Closing in on the Panzer IV then, NosMarkov meanwhile has yet to take up, hasn't gone for T7 again. He's clearly planning something with the mechanized armor company, but at the same time, it seems like he's doing it pretty casually rather than just making sure he can just push out that T-35 at first opportunity. And now Itaperuna can go for the Panther 4 if he so wishes. Though again, he could be planning for the Tiger tank. Obviously being caught here by the Max machine gun, quickly being routed here. Heavy mortar firing down the machine gun. Misses though. Bit lucky there for Itaperuna. Need to retreat sooner. We got a bottom gun that off. That heavy mortar's not going to keep missing forever. And at that point, yeah, instant wipe the machine gun. Punishing Itaperuna there for extending. And of course, not taking the heavy mortar seriously. Yeah, good note there. Do take the heavy mortar seriously, or you may regret like you're now trying to destroy it like Kedner for trying to deny it to NosMarkov. He's close, but he's not going to be able to pull off. They're going to go to the Panther 4, so no target assault here for Itaperuna. I think that's the wisest decision, particularly after losing a machine gun to his opponent. We'll have to see how he copes with that. We also got a field gun being brought up for NosMarkov. Still no sign of attack. Still no sign of take there from NosMarkov besides getting the same chain command, but again, no attempt to further move up the tree there. Back here, troops reinforcing, need to put more pressure in the north, I think, there. Panther 4 halfway done, got the Haymotor batting in action. Also pushing ahead straight into the guard squad in some conscript, need to retreat. Oh, grenade off as well, very good work there. Now, of course, we've got the MG-54 in action here for NosMarkov and the Red Army. Putting pressure down Itaperuna. Panther 4 almost done. Got this is 3 additional field gun out here for NosMarkov, ready to deal with any arm there from Itaperuna. And there you go. Sturmpani's flanking the MG-34 team. Quick getting focused down here, but the conscripts will need to retreat. Panther 4 setting out there for Itaperuna. Itaperuna feel like it's getting too defensive. The Orbital Commanders generally want to play aggressively as much as possible, yet Itaperuna's rather fall into a defensive pattern. For example, it's not doing much to like hit the north, which is always very like NosMarkov is getting a good deal of his resources by hitting that to actually slow him down. And of course getting more resources himself, which allows him to push more tanks and whatnot. So feels like Itaperuna might be something from a light case of tunnel vision here versus NosMarkov. Plus could allow other avenues to try and clear out the hay mortar rather than straight through when NosMarkov's defenses are the most firm and focused. Also on there hosing away. We got 6 kills there. Pentacle pushing northwards, pushing back the machine gun there. Fine handling a bit northwards with the full gun in his squad here. 7 kills versus 1 the Orbs done. Dimitri gets shredded there. Let just pause through him. Pentacle moving in. Fox are charging forwards there. Orbs of course need to bag up. We got 9 kills on them now. Grenade off then the heavy mortar, not enough to finish. He might be able to take out the field gun here though, which would be pretty great there for Itaperuna. He's got a lightning gun there, almost done. For Deutschland, still no sign of a doctrine though. As for NosMarkov, there's still no sign of tech up. That is definitely a bit concerning from him. He should be taking up by now, and there you go. Looks like we've finally got that mechanized armor company being ordered forwards. Could have had that out much sooner. I mean, you could easily have the T-35 out by now. It's definitely a bit under par there by NosMarkov. Itaperuna there with the fortifications doctrine. Again, further highlighting he's taking a much more defensive stance, which versus a heavy mortar I think is not entirely the best idea, and certainly punishing a bit further for this. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong. They could have, of course, pulled some great stuff with it, but I don't feel like he needs to try and attack like through here and sort of hit behind in NosMarkov's position there. For NosMarkov, he could simply try and attack through here, maybe hit the calf point, try and harass him. Then again, the Scrap Hunter can sort of cover it as well. Always going for it with field guns and heavy mortars. Good work there. And again, punishing Itaperuna. And again, this is one of the reasons why you need to be careful about how you place your Scrap Hunter quarters as the Orbital Command. Sure, you may be able to cover some 4 points, but if your opponent, like, can get close enough to their mortars and to tank gun, they can very quickly make life miserable for you and destroy it. At which point you're obviously going to get punished. Got the field gun there. Guess what? Probably going to be using the lightning gun to try and silence here the heavy mortar team. Panther taking heavy fire, getting buttoned up. Field gun recruit need to get out of there now. Mark Resolution and Panther 4 here. Shot bounce. That's pretty lucky there for Itaperuna. Got a northern victory point. They're good. Need to grab the fuel point and the other points. Fighting in the south continues to be furious and relentless. Need to somehow flank here because ours is going to be machine guns. It's going to halt any infantry. So, oh, the kidnapper actually snapped someone by the looks of it. Look at that, Ludwig! I actually killed someone with this. My God, Fritz, that's insane. Need to get that kidnapper out. The lamp continues to fire away there. 1 kill so far. Direct hit on the mortar, but the exit soon as it's down, so the kidnapper cleared out. That actually looks impressive. Like he basically just runs still just in another direction away from the kidnapper as he gets abandoned at the same time. That's actually the first time I've seen someone evacuate the battlefield that fast. That's slightly impressive. Needs to, I think, bombard here and needs to launch counterattack from the north. Up north here we got Scrum, Fulton units, almost got a wipe there. Shrap Huntcore's barely standing. He could find himself to either continue have to go for another and go for the mechanized rig and then go for the King Tiger. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end up well. Line gun there is, there he goes, shooting right into the midst. We got the main machine gun there again for the punishing up through enough for previous mistakes here. Almost got the field gun, but it's happening at a very slow pace. They've got 2 kills, halfway to 52. Alternate trying the best play game with MD54 on the way, and there you go. Actually merging the entire Contra squad with the field gun, just highlighting how important it is to him. Steel Pioneer is lost, quite a loss there for him. Yep, he's falling back. He's realised this is a lost battle. T-55 on the way there for NosMarkov, so now she's actually got a bit dangerous. They fight Itaperuna. Though, of course, he is getting the north, so, it's not all bad he fight Itaperuna, but again, he's always careful about trying to fight defensively as the Orbital Commander West because they're not a great defensive faction, and with this, you theoretically need a lot of the other stuff to really make it work. And that's kind of what Itaperuna was lacking, so yeah. Bit of an issue there. We got bunker going up in the north. Very good, and that's probably like you should have gone for fortification sooner than had a bunker up here as well, and then place the Scrap Hunter cores a bit further behind so it's a bit safer. So we'll have to see how Itaperuna handles the setback. I mean, you can overcome it, but it definitely makes your job a lot bloody harder. In particular, their opponent then calls in the T-34-85, which is certainly not going to make things easy for your Panzer IV, and particularly since you also lost his Raketenwerfer. We can theoretically still grab it back. It's going to take him into enemy territory. T-34 there, rolling out. Equipped with an 85mm gun, hence the 85 in the name. Was adopted from a Soviet anti-aircraft gun. I can't remember the name of that one. Automatic engineers. Got close 52 there. What's about to get wiped out? Yep, that's going to be a harsh blow there to Itaperuna. Panther forming in, shoots in the T-35 there. Penetrates the frontal armour. T-35 returns to the favour easily. Second shot bounces. Need to be careful here. Of course, got full panic covering fire. We got Lion's gun, of course, joining in. 2 kills still, but close to 82. Panther 4, 9 kills. Veterans you want. Good hit there. He's actually doing some damage to the T-35 there, working out reasonably well there for Itaperuna. SIS-3 shoots and misses, but definitely forces Itaperuna to pull back his Panther 4 since versus both the T-35 and the SIS-3 divisional field gun, the Panther 4 is not going to have great odds. Back at base, healing reinforcement in NosMarkov's base, more healing reinforcement. He can actually soon go for another T-35, and he probably should just churn out as many as he can and beat Itaperuna into a pop with them. That would be the simple approach there from NosMarkov. But I probably should get the T-35 that picks up first. Left an opportunity, I think, for Itaperuna to go for it. There you go. That's a definite mistake there by NosMarkov. And wisely, Itaperuna sees the body. It's actually blitz here. Oh, no mind, didn't need it. He may still need it, by the way. Good hit there. Again, NosMarkov got too greedy. Like the mistake, of course, as A, not repairing his tanks in the spot, but also B, signaling to his opponent where his damaged tank was by attacking the bunker, giving Itaperuna the knowledge that A, again, he hadn't pulled it back for repairs, but also like an idea of where it's going, can actually deal with it. So like some mistakes there by NosMarkov, which Itaperuna was actually to, you know, punish, thusly averting an allies' potential snowball situation, because now NosMarkov is getting another T-35, but it's just one. And Itaperuna's Panther 4 is starting to get better and better, so it's going to be less of an issue. Plus, now the south side is open here. Also worth noting, he's not grabbed like Kenmas. That's also something Itaperuna will grab back. So right here, NosMarkov again misjudged the situation, and now the doors are open for, you know, Itaperuna to just, you know, march through. What's the new German marching songs? As Germans are wont to do. Panther 4 that's going to raid the base. This is starting to get a bit more aggressive, a bit reckless here by Itaperuna. There you go, Panther 4 gaining actually 2. I mean, if NosMarkov minded, this could prove to be disastrous for Itaperuna, but so far though, it is worth noting NosMarkov has not been mining a lot. He's actually flown a lot of munitions. Bit of a slight oversight, I would say. Putting back the Panther 4, actually 2. Increased accuracy, which is always good. And of course, better turret rotation. Oh, Bunhunt got another Hay Mortar. Another Shrap Hunted Quarters, so no meet your King Tiger. In fact, you could actually go for a Panther, which versus the T-35s would be, you know, not bad. Though you could also just go for Jagdpanzer. But a Panther wouldn't be a bad choice here, as such. Panther 4 blitzing away. Almost knocked out. If he's going to go for something, he has to go for it soon. Though, of course, he still needs to authorize it. Woo, that's a close one. He needs to get troops on the way. He also needs to hit stuff south first. There you go, getting authorization done that. Well, that definitely cuts out the Panther anytime soon, I guess. He may just have to stick with the Jagdpanzer, another Panther 4. Panther and the T-35 field gun moving out. We got Lion's gun nearby. Troops setting out. Need to clear out that field gun first and the T-35 somehow at the same time. They could try and steal the field gun, then turn against the T-35. Then go another Panther 4 here. Probably more born out of desperation than anything else. And there you go. Almost got the field gun here. Machine Squad's ready to cover there. But still, there's a chance he could grab the field gun and turn it against NosMarkov's T-45. Trying to get hit, of course, we got the machines there hammering away, suppressing his troops. Land gun firing away. They could try and smoke them. T-45 main gun is out. In the end, the Shrap Hunted Quarters bought enough time. Still got the Hay Mortar. He could risk against the Panther 4 here. Honestly, at this point, he probably should just place it within the base where it's much safer, instead of placing it out here again, because I mean he's already in the like awkward spot in terms of map control. At which point again, even like stuff right outside your base is honestly quite risky. And right before the Panther 4 finishes, it goes down. So yeah, Itaperuna then punished again. He made some good moves. He was able to punish NosMarkov for some mistakes, but gotta be careful with those spare Panther Corps placement. Again, it's really crucial as the upper comments knowing where to place them. At this point, he may just be better off trying to set up for King Tiger, honestly. Even it's going to be super risky because NosMarkov got another T-35, but I would say after that second Schwer Panther Corps flub, you know, might be just a better idea to move on. He's got the field gun there and grab the cannon from the south. He still have a chance to hold out. Does the T-35 until he got the King Tiger. Line gun, they got too close to the front line. Holding back, this is 3 divisional field gun, focusing southwards. Need to be careful with the Panther 4 though. Almost got that one, but needs to get out of there. We got Mark clear. And this Mark on Amazon team trying to take out Itaperuna's Panther 4, very good. Field gun sitting out, Stream Pioneers as well. Grab the Southern Egg gun 324 is a 356. And Itaperuna, undeterred, goes for another one. He's also going for Kedma's machine guns this time around, but Itaperuna clearly is a believer. Our Schwer Panther Quarters, number 2 on the way. Love to see how long this one survives. Aircraft shot down. Oh, almost landed directly on top of his foot gun squad. Actually killed someone. Man, that would have been some terrible luck if it actually landed straight on them and wiped out the entire unit. That would have been some spectacularly awful luck. Panther 4, they're close to 3, pretty good there. Still need to put more from the north there from Itaperuna, I think. So down being overhauled, prepared for the next push. This one like Kednafer. Shot fired. Kednafer from the 2 ready. Surprised they didn't just try to rush in and grab this one back. Panther 4's apart from the double T-35, still sitting up. Good hit on the T-35, which gains veterans around the process. Panther 4 falling back. Very, very close to T-3. Line gun flying up north. 11 kills. Good hit on the machine gun there. Close to T-4. Always on prime calming fire here against infantry with the light machine guns. T-35 being pushed back the False Grenadiers. We got a few mines as well, which could catch up any advancing tanks. One's being blasted. Panther very close to Veteran 3 still. Might be able to get it soon. And we go, Veteran 3. Increased rate of fine crew mobility. That's going to be real bad news for any Soviet armor, but also infantry, of course. We can see here that Itaperuna's getting more bold with his Panzerkampf flank figure going straight for the T-35. Good shot. Misses. Oh, in fact, all of them miss or fail to penetrate. There you go. Shot goes through for the Panther 4. Already halfway to Veteran 4 with that one, more or less. Little fun fact about the T-34s, but you see there's handles there on the side of the turret. They're actually for crews to, or infantry to ride along, hold on to as they ride along. That was part of what was known as the tank descent doctrine, which involved submachine equipped infantry basically riding along in the tanks, known as the Desantniki. The overall it wasn't uncommon just so infantry and generals to ride along on tanks if they have to operate with the tanks. I mean, hell, the Germans also had, like, you know, infantry riding along on tanks in a lot of situations. If they didn't have, like, half tanks or other trucks to ride along, then the infantry just climb out on the tanks. It's a little fun fact there. We got Seeing Artillery here. I mean, he's so far used 1 machine gun bunker, and I think that's it. No S-mines or anything like that. No howitzers or Pak-43s. Field gun there being reinforced and healed up again. We got 300 and 356. Counter Academy T-35 setting out. Maximum on the False Grenadiers. False moving from the north here. T-35 rolling straight for the False Grenadiers. Oh, close one there. Close one there. Maximum pushed back. And we got, oh, Searing Artillery. Probably around the centre here. Yes, try and catch up stuff like in front of the crew. Artillery raining down there. Nice hit. We got Mark Vigil there, good directive on the Kednafer. If NosMarkov is paying attention, it's going to get wiped out. In fact, it seems like only called in straight on the Kednafer. I don't think it covers the country. It's close, but not quite. That just seems a bit awkward. Like Kevin, they're retreating. Got the T-35 moving head straight from the field gun. Direct hit. Getting off close to the line, but avoiding it. Very close one in the south. All of a sudden, there was a T-45 McKinnon from nearby. Good hit. Panther 4 being fixed up here for Itaperuna. North side dug in there. Could maybe launch a miner scope to reclaim the brickworks there. And there you go. Orbiton squad wiped out. A big blow there, Itaperuna. Solid unit. Not entirely sure what is surprised about that. I mean, they kept standing around in front of a tank with no real cover around. I mean, it was inevitable they're going to get killed. NosMarkov Barbican needs to go for more T-35s. That definitely should be spending some of those resources towards more tanks. Also, should lay down some mines. As for Itaperuna, Panther, Yak Panther, be good if all these T-35s, in particular if NosMarkov keeps getting more, in which case the Panther falls very much risk to not cutting it. He also needs more infantry. He is definitely a bit short on infantry. Issue found it for NosMarkov, not a bad pick at all. Panther 4 on the hunt here. 18 kills. Aggressively probing here NosMarkov's front line to look for units, and there engineers caught, shot fired, and missed. Issue 5 halfway done. Got the anti-tank moving up, sort of coming up the flank in case of a T-35 hiding around it, swarming up the base. Good work. North side, on the hand, is much more exposed to an armoured assault from there, but it seems like NosMarkov has no tanks there, at least not easily. Aircraft keep sort of roaming about. They're pushing back Itaperuna's Panther Force seems obviously on the risk of losing it to a sudden rush. And there you go. T-45 going up, but again on the south flank, we got this field gun coming with Kidnapper. Good defense and depth there by Itaperuna. Good hit there. T-45 taking heavy damage, and there you go, trying to ram the Panther 4, but it doesn't work out at all, and the T-45 goes down. Big blow there. Sturmpass wiped out, and significant blow to Itaperuna. We'll have to replace him. He's already really short on infantry. Going for another Panther 4. Yeah. We'll have to see how that works for the Panther 4. It's super close. 54 T-35 got kept nearby, and the field gun. Heavy damage into the T-35 there in a matter of moments if he's not careful. So I kept moving up. There you go. Good hit. Almost taking out the conscript there. Panther 4 though was about to get knocked out. Oh, they took the enemy threat. They're not too serious by the looks of it. He will need the Sturmpaniers, or he needs the mechanized regiment, and he also needs to pull back that Panther 4 from the front line. Brutal, intense fighting here between NosMarkov and Itaperuna. Troops have been forcing healing. Second Panther 4 almost done. NosMarkov should go for more tanks as soon as he can. And there we go, we got Itaperuna's CIS-3 divisional field gun bombarding the cert positions. The Germans actually had their own field guns. That was known as the FK-40. The Feldkanone. It was basically just a Pak 40 that could be, you know, tipped upwards like fire artillery as well. Fun fact. Guards from machine guns moving up. Their conscripts, and you should fire back in. More Sturmpers away there for Itaperuna. His Panther 4, they're back at base waiting the repairs. Machine gun being caught by machine gun. Guards now suppressed in the center. Field gun could try and bombard behind the munitions. Panther 4 roaming through the south. Sturmpers squad almost done. Quick shot on the guardsman. There you go. Cancel the machine gun on the Panther 4 to open up the munitions for the field gun to bombard the guardsman. Not a bad idea. I think that's a good prioritization there by Itaperuna. He's getting the Panther 4 away. They're getting focused on by Kenneth from the H25. Guardsman wiped out by Itaperuna's divisional field gun. Very good there for Itaperuna, punishing NosMarkov. Telephone raining down here from the line field gun, which is now his ace level. 20 kills. Impressive work there. Impressive work. Panther 4, they're being fixed up. Sturmpan's got the minesweeper kits. Very good. So good. What will Itaperuna go for next here versus NosMarkov and the Red Army? T-55 setting out. Got the other T-55 going out here for NosMarkov. And again, he's actually more or less got everything he needs for a third one. He just needs the manpower. He's got the population. He definitely has the fuel. So, like another T-55, I think would be great. Though at the same time, it is worth noting, probably NosMarkov actually go from 1 for first and down to just one conscript squad. Like, that is definitely insufficient infantry. It is definitely insufficient infantry for NosMarkov. And it's something I think NosMarkov needs to fix soon. Kednov sending out. Line's going to continue to fire away there. North side is just seeing no action. Definitely a mistake there by Towner. And then again, he's just like pushing him into a defensive position. Can't understand why. Good hit from the Panther 4 on the Raketenwerfer, taking up. There you go, T-Fed coming up here. Got the Raketenwerfer crew wipe. Excellent shot there by the Panther 4. Raketenwerfer versus the T-35. So hits on the Soviet tank. Other one moving up to flank Raketenwerfer there. Sysgun couldn't much support. It seems like he's been pulled back to the base first. Battery 2 there. Full kill. So she's farming up. Raketenwerfer there about to risk getting destroyed. Leave capital the Panther Force though. Itaperuna, Vorsicht. Trying to fix up the Sturm. The Panther with the close front. There we go. Drake hit the Nation found. The Panther 4 need to pull it back. Schnell. Sis 3 moving up. Alarm's gun. They're firing away there. Drake hit on the Panther 4. Almost got it. Another hit there. Intense fighting over the south here between Itaperuna and NosMarkov. Sysgun there takes it from the T-35 there as NosMarkov creeps ahead around the corners. Another T-35 on the way. Then NosMarkov still dreadfully short on infantry. In fact, he's dreadfully short on increasing on anything but tanks. That is definitely in some ways powerful, but also rather risky in certain circumstances. As for Itaperuna, I really think he needs to hit the north. He needs to stop trying to constantly engage NosMarkov head on. Definitely feels like he's not quite playing to his strength. There's the Oberkommando West. The Canada being destroyed here by NosMarkov. Panther being fixed up. Going for a Yak Panther to deal with all the armor. Not bad. Also finding something resembling a northern push here by Itaperuna. So good. Though he's still putting the most of his forces southwards. There you go. Phil gets good in the T-35 tank there, pushing for the southern victory point. We got 170 versus 351. Units being slowly shot to bits by the German infantry. No mercy shown, no quarter given. And annihilated, leaving NosMarkov now just with a concentrate and 2 machine guns, then all of his tanks. He definitely needs to replace all those losses. Yak Panther there, almost done for Itaperuna. Battery 4 Panther 4 moves in there, goes, shoots and hits. On another T-35 there, go, got another T-35. That is 1 Panther 4, even almost ace level versus 2 T-35s. Sysgun to supporting it, close to the veteran, feeling the ace level itself. Good hit there. H-35 almost takes out Itaperuna's Panzer 4 there. Got the Yak Panzer out here for Itaperuna and Deutschland up north here. We got the fort being held down by the Maxim. Probably should get that line gun to clear out here and then sort of grab the north. He definitely needs to get hit up here. He needs to try and draw away NosMarkov a bit of attention from just the south. Yak Panther moving up, other Panther moving up. First one still needing repairs. Ace field gun there, there's the T-35 backed up with the Yak Panther. Yak Panther shoots and misses. With its high velocity 75mm gun, same issues in the Panther, though that the muzzle brake there in the front too, since basically it was so close to the ground they've actually fired with the drone, it'd kick up so much dirt that would A, blind them since they couldn't see anything through all the dirt, but also it would give away their position very easily, meaning they'd get shot to bits very quickly. So that was a very common modification there. Little fun fact. Additional note here, this little knot there is actually where there's supposed to be an MG42 to fire out of the Yak Panther there. For some reason Relic decided it wasn't supposed to have it, but it actually had it there. In fact, the early model without the high velocity gun of the Yak Panther actually had 2 MG42s in the hull. Little fun fact there. Or maybe one is a coaxial machine gun. Oh wait, it used to have 2. Highlighting that the Yak Panther was actually an assault gun initially before it got redesignated as a tank destroyer by Guderian, because Guderian wanted all of the assault guns, but had to redesignate them as a tank destroyer to do so. Another T-35 from NosMarkov. This is going to turn to quite a large armoured battle with a lot of solid armour. And of course, he's still trying to include some engineers. Machine about to get cleared up. Panther 4's moving in. T-35's engaging. Yak Panther engaging. Field gun firing away there. T-35 is trying to get out of the mess here. T-35 goes down as the munition ignites. Due to severe German fire, T-35 getting ready to need to be careful. He's getting probably also looking into outnumbering his opponent. But so far, both sides just intended locking out. Orbs on here. Fresh out. Pushing through another T-35 down here for NosMarkov. He is taking intense casualties here. As we tell him, pushing forward. H5 on here. Good hit there. Good hit. Almost got the Panther 4 there. T-55 charging ahead here. Knocked out here. That seems a bit of a Awkward call there by NosMarkov, but there you go. Might be able to get the Yak Panzer there. Got it. Panzer 4 there, flank, about to take that one as well there. NosMarkov suddenly turns the tide after losing numerous tanks. Now it's Itaperuna's turn to bleed. Of course, the important thing is, NosMarkov is taking heavy casualties, and Itaperuna's taking some. The important thing is, Itaperuna's not really gaining a lot of territory. So, I mean, if even like NosMarkov ends up bleeding up badly, as long as Itaperuna doesn't like grab half the map, it shouldn't be too bad. Now, of course, he's pushing it rapidly, of course, realizing he has to be swift about this, fielding the recruit as well. Did get cleared out there by NosMarkov as well. Both of his tanks need repairs and swiftly. Ace Panzer 4 there, a real pocket tiger there. Good to go for Itaperuna. We got 94 versus 351. NosMarkov can soon go for another T-34. Max on that being destroyed. Aircraft shot down. More explosions, more death. T-34 there, not being repaired. Issue-5 first being repaired. Probably wants to avoid, getting rushed. And we've got a CoH2 rocket launcher now. Probably deal with the infantry and support weapons. Not a bad idea there by NosMarkov, though he really could do his infantry. Really should have mined up when he could have. Like, he had so much of the map and he just didn't mine it. Feels like a bit of an oversight there. And by NosMarkov. Feels a bit like an oversight. So he's on the north side here. Machine gun finally getting pushed out of that house there. T-5 left good to go as well. Salvaging the Issue-5 wreckage. Probably going to push for another Panzer 4. And there you go, CoH2 rocket launch out here for NosMarkov and the Red Army. Mine goes off there. Boober trap in the center victory point, not bad. CoH2 moving up here for NosMarkov. Panther 4 ace fixed up. Field gun opening up, probably going to come under scrutiny of the CoH2 rocket launch, and there we go. Rockets launched there, now of course a lot of troops nearby, including the artillery. Casualty inflicted, constant change the booby trap, almost losing the entire unit, only one man survives contact. Still upon his close being wiped out, but the rocket launcher field gun falling back. T-5 getting troops here, almost wiping out full scope. Got a Kevin though in action here for Itaperuna and Deutschland. Engineers going for the center victory point. Air fire, the H5 camp right, counter fire there, close to the ace level itself. Good hit there, and against the ace level. Engineers about to get annihilated, need to retreat them now. NosMarkov can't really afford to lose infantry. There you go. Full squad almost wiped out by the T-45. H5 ace moves up. Machine gun though opens up on the field gun there. Could possibly take it out there, but field gun gets away. That is very close. NosMarkov needs more troops out now. Call in guardsmen, conscripts, whatever. Just call in the troops and do it now. Field gun bombarding NosMarkov's positions. Guards troops out there for NosMarkov. T-5 being repaired. Issue to fire on the waiting. We got 88 versus 321. Darting southwards, DP light machine away there from NosMarkov. Opens their caught booby trap in the center of the they're getting shot, in fact almost wiped out if they're not careful. Oh dear. Close one there. Not able to finish the booby trap there. Guards they held down by them, you heard on the south, did call them in, very good there. Just less good they get caught up by the machine gun, it seems like he's forgotten about them entirely. Keep moving for the south flank here, I'm maneuvering here, Itaperuna center, very good. Panther 4 is moving ahead here, straight line for the Issue-5, great hit there, CoH2 5 down in the center, almost out the full gun it is, there we go, one man left. T-5 getting flanked by the Kenner for trying to get the machine, needs to retreat those guardsmen as well. Almost got, there we go, got like Kenner for units home in the center, Issue-5 with the damage engine. Ace, Panther 4 down, a significant blow there to Itaperuna, and the south, the machine's about to go down as well here. And there go, down and goes line to push through there. He's taking hits. 6 kills on the CoH2 shell. T-5 moving ahead here, passing right past the divisional field gun. Wiping out the crew in a single hit. 22 kills got single until he called in here. Go defend. Need to get more infantry out here and push southwards. Streon Pioneers pushed off. Need to be careful, of course, the Singer until they're going down. Could easily wipe out his units to try to get out the centre. That seems pretty ambitious, but it might just be me. Almost got the Sun victory point. Got 88 versus 303. Itaperuna's forces are beaten. There's no armour. Barely any infantry. Issue 5 is almost good to go. Katusha there with close veteran 1 with 6 kills. Orbital forces sending out there. And a Panther for Itaperuna, though I think that one may be a bit too late to the field to make much of an impact versus NosMarkov. There we go, all 3 victory points under control of NosMarkov. We got 76 versus 303. 73. Another T-34, this time there's 76 here for NosMarkov. Also accepted the T-34 57, which had a high velocity gun, but of course due to the low caliber it did less damage. And they were overall only produced in small numbers. There's also after the war the T-34 122, which was an attempt to like upgun it further, but the gun was simply too big for the turret. It struggled, I think, with accuracy amongst other things. Overall too big for the tank itself, not the turret. I mean, they could just make a bigger turret, but even then it's like limits to how big a turret you can put in that tank as well. So the T-34 122 just never took off. Panther out there for Itaperuna. There you go, T-34 out. We got 34 points left versus the 303. 25. Keep engaging the mortar crew, pushing ahead for the scrap 100 quarters again. We got the Panther in the field gun ready though. Need to carefully get a 55 rocket launch down though. 16. Oh dear, he misclicked. He's probably using the minimap, and sometimes you miss the click, they'll just go much further ahead. They even click right, you may still go for that. 10 points left, and there you go. I think Itaperuna just realised the game is over. GG, game over. Loss here for the German army, victory for the Red army. Was close at times for NosMarkov. Both sides think could have been, much more aggressive with the manoeuvre. They just attempted to slugged it out with each other, so there could have been some manoeuvre there. Itaperuna should have been better with the placement of the Schwab 100 quarters, in particular the same one. I feel it was just wasted when he should have placed inside of his base. And, I feel like you may want to go for something else that's just Panther falls a bit faster. Also, doctoral choice similarly was a bit, odd. Again, I feel like he just played too defensively too early for it to think really works. So, either way, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this method. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Lincoln. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another signing episode.